When people tell the story of Black America, they often begin within the borders of the United States. But in reality, Black America has never really been about one nation's story, but rather, it's also a story of migration from Barbados, Jamaica, Panama, Liberia, Haiti, and across the African diaspora. It is a story of people carrying memories, labor, culture, and hope across the borders. Through interviews from the History Makers Archive, we see how Caribbean, African, and Afro Latino migration expanded Black America while also revealing the struggles of racism, poverty, immigration policies, and belonging. Gwen Ellis' family history shows that Black migration was really simple. Her grandmother was born in Barbados, and many Barbadians and Trinidadians traveled to Panama to work in the canal. That journey tells us something important before many Black immigrants reached the United States. They had already moved through colonial labor systems that connected the Caribbean, Latin America, and North America. The Panama Canal was not just an engineered project, it was also a site of Black labor, sacrifice, and survival. For many families, migration was not only about leaving one's place, it was about searching for opportunity in a world shaped by empire and inequality. Maurice Ashley's story adds another layer. His mother left Jamaica because she felt she had to. In his interview, Ashley connects her decision to poverty and to the long effects of British colonialism. Jamaica had resources, but colonization limited who benefited from them. This challenges the idea that immigration is only an individual choice. For many Black immigrants, migration was shaped by economic pressure, colonial history, and a desire to create a better future for their children. Ashley's story reminds us that the global African diaspora was shaped not only by dreams, but also by systems that push people to move. But migration did not always create automatic unity. The Zulu Gene Tinney explains that West Indian immigrants often arrived with what he called the fervor of the converts. They believed strongly in making America work for them. At the same time, he described relationships between Caribbean immigrants and Southern born African Americans as having both animosity on one hand and absolute solidarity on the other. The tension matters. It shows that the Black identity in America was never simple. Shared racial oppression created bonds, but differences in culture, nationality, language, and experience also shaped how Black communities understood one another. The interviews also reveal how immigration law treated Black migrants harshly, such as Dr. Walter Young, for example, who spoke about how strict immigration laws made it difficult to help Liberians facing legal problems. Reginald Stewart's discussion on Haitian refugees in Miami shows a similar pattern. Haitian migrants were often arrested and detained rather than welcomed. These stories show that race shaped not only social acceptance, but also legal treatment. Black migrants were not simply entering America, they were entering a country where race influenced who was protected, who was criminalized, and who was allowed to belong. Still, Black immigrants brought more than struggle. They brought culture, language, food, music, ambition, and memory. They helped expand what Black America could mean. Caribbean, African, and Afro Latino communities added new rhythms, new traditions, and new political visions to African Americans' life. The African diaspora is not only about shared ancestry, it is about movements, survival, adaptation, and the ongoing work of building community across borders. To understand Black America, we must look beyond one country. We must listen to stories of those who crossed oceans, borders, and systems of exclusion. Their journeys reveal that Black America is not a closed story. It is global, layered, and still being written as we speak.